over the last few weeks, we've seen quite a bit of volatility in the crypto space. And a lot of that's been due to the Bitcoin ETF situation when we saw the massive approval for spot Bitcoin ETF. So today I want to talk about what's going on with Bitcoin, overall crypto market, and a few major updates with Cardano, because if you're looking at some year-over-year growth aspects for Cardano, things are looking extremely bullish, and it looks like the next price target for Cardano is right around $1 per coin, and that could be happening very, very soon. So we're right now with the overall crypto market, we're sitting at a $1.67 trillion market cap, and Bitcoin is sitting just above $42,000 per coin, and Ethereum right around that $2,500 per coin range. In addition to this, when you're looking at Bitcoin in terms of technicals, you could see that it's just above a key support, which is at $42,000 per coin, right around $41,500. This is on the weekly chart, and Bitcoin has been in this range for the last few weeks. This is for about 7 weeks now we have seen this. In our last video, I talked about how Bitcoin had broken above $45,000 per coin, which was a key resistance. And I'd said, look, we need to see a weekly close above this resistance in order to confirm that breakout. But again, what happened is we saw that Bitcoin ETF approval, we saw it drop back down, a sort of sell the news event, and we saw it drop back down to the lower support, which is right around $41,500, $42,000 per coin. So right now, we need to see Bitcoin stay above this $41,500, this support right here. Otherwise, we very well could see it retest lower levels around $37,500. So we've been trading in between this range. We just need to see it stay above this support right here. When we're looking at what's going on with Bitcoin, why we have seen this major volatility, it's all been because of the Bitcoin ETF. I wanted to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our brand new long-term channel partner, Build a Mine Bootcamp. The reason why I wanted to partner with Build a Mine Bootcamp is because of all of the drama going on with spot Bitcoin ETFs in 2024. This has made Bitcoin mining extremely profitable at times, and a lot of you guys are always asking me, like, how do you mine Bitcoin? How can you be profitable mining Bitcoin? What do you need to do to set up? Do you need to buy equipment? And so with Build a Mine Bootcamp, it's a complete Bitcoin mining farm operations training course led by Scott Offord, who is prominent in the crypto mining industry, and you can see him all on social media. The cool thing about this is that you guys are always asking me about Bitcoin mining, cryptocurrency mining, and I don't really cover that too much on the channel and how you can make money from it. I mention it from time to time, but with this, it's a simple crash course that's a workshop designed for entrepreneurs and business owners who want to learn how to stack more sats, basically. So go ahead and check it out at www.build-a-mine.com/Rubel and let me know your thoughts. Okay, so now let's get back to the program. We've seen that spot Bitcoin ETFs saw $7 billion in their second day of trading. They saw $4 billion in volume of their first day of trading. And a lot of people are saying, well, why did we see Bitcoin's price drop so dramatically when there was so much volume? We saw over $11 billion in volume for the first 2 days. Why did Bitcoin's price drop drastically? And really, a lot of what this has to do, and a lot of what analysts are saying, is that it has to do with buy the rumor, sell the news. For the last few months, we had seen a lot of hype around a Bitcoin ETF. At the end of 2023, everyone was expecting a Bitcoin spot ETF to be approved. Didn't happen at the end of 2023, but everyone had been expecting this to happen for months now. And as a result of this, we had seen Bitcoin's price in 2023 go from $15,000 per coin to over $40,000 per coin. So we had seen that massive rally for Bitcoin, the overall crypto market. And then when we finally saw the event happen, everyone sort of took some profits, and it was sort of a buy the rumor, sell the news event. So this doesn't mean that things are looking bad for Bitcoin right now, but really we had seen this massive rally for months and months and months. And if you're looking in the big scheme of things for Bitcoin, it's still up over 2 to 3x in the last year, and even with this recent downtrend. So I wouldn't say I am bearish on crypto right now. I'd say, look, we see a lot of volume for Bitcoin ETFs. That's a good sign. Seeing all this volume means that institutions are finally going to be able to get involved. We're seeing a spot Bitcoin ETF, meaning that maybe retirement funds are going to start investing in crypto as well, allocating a small portion of their money into Bitcoin. So it's going to be something that you need to keep an eye out on. In addition to this, when you're looking at the spot Bitcoin ETFs, you can see that there were about like 10 or 11 of them that were approved and started trading. You see that over 50% of the volume came directly from a Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, BTC. This had been, the largest Bitcoin product in the stock market for a while now, and we can see that it still has remained as the top spot in terms of volume. iShares Bitcoin Trust had about 22% of volume on the first day. Fidelity had about 15%. You could just go down the list and see. The one thing and the key difference between all these different Bitcoin spot ETF products is going to be their fees. So a lot of what we had seen happen in the first day of trading, second day of trading, and for the next few weeks is we're going to see some people sell one Bitcoin investment product for another. So let's say an institution had some GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has higher fees than a lot of the other products, a lot of the other spot Bitcoin ETFs. So we might see them sell some Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and then buy a different Bitcoin investment product. So this is more of a long-term thing that it's great that we've seen all these spot Bitcoin ETFs approved. It's not going to be instantly that you're going to have all these investment funds buying spot Bitcoin ETFs, but over time, it's going to make sense for them to allocate at least a small portion of their position into spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now let's talk about some of the good news, because when we're looking at the good news, we're seeing that things are actually looking very bullish if you're looking at Binance. So Binance, you can see that the Bitcoin long to short ratio has hit a multi-month high, basically meaning long, saying that people are bullish on Bitcoin, shorts being that people are betting against Bitcoin. And you can see with this ratio right now, it is the highest it has been since April of 2023. And you could see that right now it's at 2.83, the long to short ratio on Binance. And this is up significantly in the last 2 weeks. So before spot Bitcoin ETF was approved, the long to short ratio was at a low of around 0.86. Now it's at 2.83, basically saying that, look, everyone is extremely bullish on Bitcoin long term. People who are going in and taking some leverage trades using Binance futures, they're betting on long-term price appreciation for Bitcoin. So there are a lot more long positions out there than there are shorts for Bitcoin, specifically on Binance. And this is seen not just on Binance, but on many other exchanges where you're seeing this bullish sentiment across really all exchanges right now for Bitcoin future products. So that's going to be like your Bitcoin leverage traders, people who use leverage to both buy a short and long Bitcoin. Now let's talk about what's going on with Cardano, because we're seeing Cardano has a few major things that are looking really good. Cardano, if you're looking at the year-over-year growth, there's a few key metrics. So first of which is that we saw 44 projects go live on the Cardano blockchain in the last 12 months. 1.9 million tokens were created. So those are regard to NFTs. We saw that 14,581 Plutus V2 scripts and 24.1 million transactions. So right now, if you're looking at the total growth and you compare the weekly report from January 12th, 2024 to January 13th of 2023, you can see this massive difference in terms of number of transactions. It was 58 million in 2023. Now it's 82 million. You can see in terms of native tokens, it was 7.5 million. Now it's 9.4 million. Across every single aspect of the Cardano ecosystem, you have seen a massive growth. And so for people who are ever doubting Cardano, doubting that there is any sort of real projects being built on it, this just proves the case that not only are there more projects launching, but also people are actively using the ecosystem, transacting on it, and creating NFTs. So this results in many people predicting $1 per coin being a price target that could be very close for Cardano. This isn't an all-time record high, but this is something that is looking very likely for the next few months, because if you're looking at technicals for Cardano, you can see that Cardano dropped down to a local bottom of right around 53 cents per token, 50 cents per token. This is acting as a very key level for Cardano over the last few months, and I had this written on a chart separately, but this shows it perfectly. You can see that this has acted as a very key level, both as a support and resistance for Cardano over the last few years, back into 2022. And Cardano had been below this level for a long time until right around November of 2023. As soon as it broke above it, now it has acted as a very crucial level of support for Cardano. And as long as we stay above this on the weekly chart, well, then it looks very likely that Cardano can start to retest that next level, which is right around $1 to $1.20 per token. There really isn't much resistance for Cardano in terms of technicals and fundamentals for it reaching that next price target of around $1 to $1.20 per token. So let's keep an eye out on these things. But right now, a lot of exciting stuff is going on in the crypto market, and there's things that you need to be aware of, but a lot is more bullish, in my opinion, than bearish.